You're listening to Dene Michael here on True Radio, the home of proper good music. And my special guest tonight is Hazell Dean. Hazell, you still there?
I'm still here, my love. Yes.
Are you enjoying the music?
I always enjoy the music, honey.
Oh, I know. And you've done very well through your career as well with your hit records and everything else. And I believe you've become a Record Mirror 2 times award winner. Can you tell us?
Yeah, obviously back in the 80s, and it was because the Record Mirror used to have different charts for different kind of music. In the early days, you'd have the high energy chart, the pop chart, and blah, 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 blah. And yeah, I mean, Searching, I got an award for Searching being...
that was one of your big hit records, wasn't it? And one of my favourites is...
Oh, I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, I mean, I've got all sorts of little awards, really. Record Mirror, all sorts of awards. And also high energy awards from America as well.
Yeah.
I got about 3 awards from there, because again, in the Billboard dance chart, Searching was #1 in the dance chart, in the national dance chart, for about 5 weeks.
Yeah.
And in the high energy one, I got a nice award for it. So lots of little awards.
It's lovely to have as well, isn't it? Well, obviously you've got your discs as well. I've got my discs on the wall here. Yeah. Your gold discs and everything. And they're lovely to look back on, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah, they're absolutely fabulous. So what I'd like to talk about now is the Song for Europe, because you was involved with that many years ago, which Black Lace did as well in 1979. Yeah. 1979. It was in Jerusalem, and it was a song called Mary Ann. It was before I joined Black Lace many years ago.
Oh,
but,
wow.
But was it 76 you was doing the Song for Europe?
Well, I've been involved. Yes, I did Song for Europe in 1976 with a beautiful song called "Couldn't Live Without You for a Day," which I think you can see that on YouTube.
Yeah.
And at the Royal Albert Hall, because it was in the days of when we would use a full-on orchestra, live.
Yes.
Orchestra.
Yeah.
It was fantastic, and this was a beautiful ballad with beautiful strings, all that kind of stuff. And it was written by Paul Curtis,
right?
Who back in those days he wrote "Let Me Be the One." Yeah,
for the Shadows. Was that the Shadows or the? Yeah.
Yeah. So he was he was very known for Eurovision songs back in those days. Actually, he was a really good songwriter. So that was with Paul back in 76. It was, but Brotherhood of Man won the Song for Europe.
That's right, yeah.
And that was my first live TV.
Really? With a full orchestra as well?
I know, I was quite nervous, as you can imagine.
I bet you was. But isn't it wonderful when you've got an orchestra backing you as well?
Yeah.
I've had the pleasure of working with a 40-piece orchestra as well, and it's absolutely wonderful, the feeling that you get. And I had hair stood up on the back of my neck when I was doing it,
Yeah.
But fabulous. And then the first album you made, I've got down here that did you work with Bert Bach or?
Well, I didn't work with Bert Bach, and it was, and funny enough, this was Paul. I used to do a lot of stuff. I used to work a lot with Paul. I used to do all these demos, and I mean, we are talking sort of probably about 1975 period of time. I did the Song for Europe in 76, so it was all around that time.
Yeah.
But Paul did a lot of stuff, really. And Paul used to be with Carlin Music, and it was a thing I did for the BBC, and all it was what they call library music. I don't know whether they still have it, but it used to get played sort of late at night. So it was never on a release. It was just something I did for the BBC. But the thing is with that, a lot of fans wanted to really wanted it. But what's really funny about, I sound very young on this, but I had to sing it very straight.
Right.
So I couldn't do my own interpretation.
You couldn't let yourself go, sort of thing.
And I'm a huge Baccarat and David fan.
Yeah.
They're two of my favourite writers.
Yeah.
It was always one of those things where I was always a bit, it's not my favourite thing, but it was fun to do it. And obviously I got paid as a session singer because I used to do a lot of sessions back in those days as well.
Yeah.
So that's basically what it was. It was literally something for the BBC. They play it on sort of late night show.
Like the BBC Radio 2.
Yes, it was in their library.
Yeah,
and if I could do it now? I don't know. But that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's wonderful. And then recently, obviously, with the hits you had in the 80s, you worked with Stockett and Waterman. And I believe that are they doing something now with the 80s comebacks or something? I've heard. I'm not quite sure. Or is it?
I think that's Mike, isn't it?
Is it Mike Stock? Yeah, yeah.
Isn't it called Now and Then?
That's it. Because Cheryl was telling me last week. Cheryl
Yeah.
Baker. She's involved with that, and yeah. So they're still having a go.
I don't know what it's all. I think it is. You know, a lot of people think, you know, you have a hit record and suddenly, you know, you're a multi-millionaire. Well, we all know that's not correct.
That's right. Yeah.
So, and I think what it is, it's saying what they did then. I could be totally wrong. I'm not 100% sure, but is it, you know, what's happening now?
Yeah, yeah. So if they're still recording and everything, yeah.
It's that kind of thing, you know.
Yeah. So, well, I wish them all the good luck with that. I mean,
that's a great idea.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And I think Mike Stocks actually financed it all himself because he couldn't get it commissioned on all the TV channels wanted it, but they wouldn't pay the artists, apparently. They just wanted to pay the programme. And he said, no, this isn't fair. So he's financed it himself, yeah. So
yeah, we don't earn money. We just do it because, you know.
Yeah. Hazel, it's lovely to speak to you at the moment. We're going to have another few songs, and then we're going to bring you back, and we're going to talk about what you're up to now and everything. So, Hazell Dean, thank you for being with us so far, and we'll be back very soon with Hazel.